Hello. In today's episode, we will be talking about hacking retention in particularly, and forming customer habits. That's what we're talking about today. Is let's start off with this is all based off a book that I'm reading now for my work, which is Growth. Hacking Growth, Hacking Growth, Hacking Growth is this book. This is a book by Sean Ellis, and these are my literature notes for it. So let me tell you a story. Story is about HomeJoy. It's a cleaning startup. Let's look at HomeJoy. Who is HomeJoy? Cleaning startup. So HomeJoy, the cleaning startup. Yeah, it's back in 2015, and they are considered. It was an online platform. Was an online platform which connected customers with home providers. It was co-founded by Dora Chong, and it failed. It's an online platform connected customers with home service providers, including house cleaners and handymen. The company was based in San Francisco. Now, so they were founded by Adora and Aaron Chung. They received an undisclosed amount of funding from Y Combinator in 2010 but began operations in 2012. Paul Graham said HomeJoy was the fastest growing Y Combinator company, raised 1.7 million in seed funding in 2013. Wow. But it only 2 years later, July 2015, HomeJoy announced that it would cease operations July 31, 2015. It's interesting. Let's highlight this down, add to my readwise. It's interesting. They failed because, according to our book, they failed because they failed to retain its customers. They failed to retain its customers, and HomeJoy's competitors were achieving retention rates double their numbers. So it's really sad that they didn't they didn't retain their customers. Now, in contrast, Amazon Prime Amazon Prime gets renewal rates of up to 96%. What does Amazon Prime do? First, they are able to retain 71% of free trial subscribers that convert to paying customers. So free trial to paying customers. That's amazing. It is the gold standard retention. This is from the book Amazon Prime. Um, Largely due to the 2-day shipping, including thousands of items, but also many ancillary benefits that have been added to the program, such as video and music streaming services. 70%. And what's even more impressive is that retention continues to increase the longer the customers have been subscribers, with renewal rate of customers heading to their third year in the program at almost unheard of 96%. Amazing. It's- That's what they do. How do they do it? First, analysts thought that subscription would be unsustainable. When Amazon launched Prime, some analysts argued that the company would be spending too much on free 2-day shipping and discounts for Prime eligible items, and therefore the program would be unsustainable. But Amazon saw that with so many subscribers renewing and spending far above average, the program was on high profitable trajectory. Wow, 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 wow. Amazon provided instant gratification. Okay, so how did they do it? How did they do it? People thought, analysts thought they would not work. Amazon first provided instant gratification. It hits the dopamine effect. Oh, that's an effect. You should add that concept. This um, dopamine effect. It's a reward. And then, it more importantly, they formed customer habits. So the program created the reward for members when they shop by validating the decision they made to invest in the 99 Prime subscription in the first place. Every time you make a purchase and are shown how much they are saved due to free shipping. In a way, they're explaining that your $99 is worth it because you're saving so much. Amazing. Gold standard. VJ Ravidran VJ Ravidran told Brad Stone it never it was never about the subscription fee. It was about people's mentality to not have them shop anywhere else. That is what they were thinking. So the director of Amazon's ordering systems told Brad Stone, the author of the Everything Store, that the subscription, yeah, that this is the exact quote from the book. So how did Amazon fare? Amazon forecasted it would take years to break even in the program, but they did so within 3 months. Yes. So, my question is, does customer retention affect profits? This is a 2014 study by Bain & Company. They have shown that 5% increase in customer retention rates increase profits by anywhere from 25 to 95%. They did this offering a service, amazing service. So, what are the three phases of retention in growth hacking? If you are familiar with growth hacking, it follows pirate metrics. No? Pirate metrics. It's called pirate metrics. Because of the way pirates talk are. So they talk about acquisition, retention, revenue, referral. So it's shown here as a funnel, but there are discussions now that it doesn't really always follow this from acquisition to referral funnel. There are actually, if you download an app, for instance, you could be being retained in that app without having, without actually being activated. You didn't register yet. Um, so, or you refer it even if you haven't really been actively using it. So interesting. So why HomeJoy failed? Going back to our topic. What are the three phases in retention and growth hacking? First, there's an initial phase, which is the critical time when a new user becomes convinced to keep using or buying the product or service. We are assuming that your product is a must-have. That's the assumption in growth hacking. Your product must be a must-have product. And I think I have a definition of a must-have product here. It continually addresses a need and it delights. So your product must be a must-have product. So your first phase is to have them keep buying the product or service. And there's a measure for you to track. It's called the initial retention rate. This is the measure of immediate stickiness of the product. The initial retention period is a critical time. So the key takeaway here is measure your initial retention period of your customers to gauge product stickiness or product or service stickiness. The next is the midterm phase, when it is often the phase where novelty fades away. And the core mission of a growth hacking team at this phase is to make the offering a habit. You have to make the offering a habit. So if you're new to this channel, I am a customer experience of in user experience UX Philippines. I'm a customer experience manager here in the Philippines. I am for one of the biggest conglomerates. I'm also a founder of a group of UX professionals, around 5,000 members right now. And we have regular monthly events. So I noticed that this forming a habit is quite effective for UX professionals. That regular event that we do is actually forming a habit with them. So I think it's very important. So this is the phase where you can do experiments as part of a growth hacking team. And the assumption here is based off the book Hacking Growth. Is you can do things like this. You can offer brand ambassador rewards, social rewards with tangible rewards like brand ambassador perks, confer recognition and high status and offer perks. Then you can recognize achievers who get, for instance, medium.com recognizes writers who get 50 to 100 recommendations. Nice. Then you can customize. This is where customization comes in. Walmart changed its perception from one-to-many marketing mindset to one that delivers fully customized one-to-one experiences in their website. And in 2019, 2018 fourth quarter, the e-commerce sales rose up to 43%. Then always try to promise more value. More value coming soon. More, offer more. Yes. So, and then the third phase of growth hacking retention is when the growth team must keep assuring that the product gives more value. So they move from their tactics to long-term retention. To retain customers, you must keep offering customers more value. Then you must resurrect zombie customers to address why they leave. When Evernote was struggling with their retention, their growth team found out that one of the big reasons people stopped using the service was when they purchased a new computer or a phone. They didn't immediately install the app again on their device. Right. Or you can do email them with a call to action to come back. And he has another example. So this ties well to our discussion previously in my previous episodes on if you um, new to this due to this discussion, I've been doing this 100-day video challenge where I try to keep myself accountable to my daily tasks and challenges, express myself by improving my communication skills. So I'm trying to improve my communication skills, my diction, the way I speak, and I also document the things I learned. This is the key documentation that I did. I learned. Um, so I've been doing this for a while. Yesterday, my audio was kept dropping off, and today I decided to try recording um, my what I say in text as well, text to speech to text recognition. So this should have captions. This episode should have captions. One of the things that I always keep in mind is also to keep improving, even this stream, this video, even the audio, to keep improving. And that idea comes from when you are exercising, you're building muscle, you have to be a bit be a bit tougher. Um, the challenge should get tougher as you as time goes by. Challenge should get tougher. And that is it for today's episode. I end my episode with a review of my Readwise um, and my Japanese lessons. Usually, and this is how I end my episodes. 5 to 10 minutes of studying. Study with me. This dashboard. Flashcards. Vocabulary. I try to always end my episodes with my vocabulary. And I also am writing this to you, Ellie, my future self. Maybe I should title this series of vlogs as "To You, Ellie, Your Future Self, Ellie." Remember this discussion on growth hacking. I think maybe you should also progressively summarize your videos so you can make it atomic design videos, meaning following the principles of atomic design, a single concept or principle that you can just apply anywhere else when you try to explain things. Okay, that is a nice idea to start collecting in terms of a video. Okay, so study. Start lesson. I was originally studying 500 words, Japanese words a day. Now I'm bumped up to 2,000 words, and I will study 20 words here in this episode, but it's not yet complete. I mean, I have not gotten through some of these words yet. Heiyabango. Heiyabango. Number. Room number. Room number.
部屋番号
I got it. Hotel. Hotel. What is hotel? Not
ホテル
hotel.
エアコン
Eyako. It's Eyako. I have not encountered this.
エアコン
Ooh, Aircon. Aircon.
DVD プレイヤ
DVD player.
ー DVD プレイヤー
DVD player.
ノートパソコン
What?
ノートパソコンノートパソコン
What? That's a laptop. Noto pasokon. Noto pasokon. Noto pasokon? おかげでどこに行っても仕事ができる。Oh, interesting. Refrigerator. What is Japanese? I have not encountered this yet.
冷蔵庫
Rezoko. Rezoko. 冷蔵庫. 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 冷蔵 冷蔵庫のマグネット。refrigerator magnet. blood. counter the ship.
血液、
血液。血液。Okay.
手首、
手首。手首。What's 手首？
手首、
手首 is wrist. 手首。
肘、
肘。
肘、
肘。
肘、
elbow. 肘を曲げる。肘を曲げる。bend an elbow. Okay. 喫煙。喫煙。
喫煙、
smoking. 喫煙席に座りたくないです。
シェフ、
safe.
シェフ、
シェフ。シェフ。chef. chef. The cool thing about Japanese words, I think around 20% of Japanese words are derived from English words. Example, hot dog. It's hot dog.
ホットドッグ、
hot dog. Pizza. Pizza.
ピザ、
Pizza. Pizza.
ハンバーガー、
hamburger. Hamburger. Hamburger.
ハンバーガー、緊張する、
緊張する。I'm not heard this yet.
緊張する、
緊張する。nervous. nervous. embarrassed.
恥ずかしい、
恥ずかしい。恥ずかしい。とても恥ずかしいです。恥ずかしい。興奮する。What is 興奮する？
興奮する、
excited. 赤ちゃんは興奮している。
赤ちゃんは興奮している、
している。赤ちゃんは興奮している。
痛い、
pain. 痛い。
痛い、
painful. Yes, I know. Quiet comes Shuzuka. Shuzuka.
落ち着いた、
Oh, I didn't know this. Ochitsuita. 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 Okay.
満足した、
Oh, I don't know this either.
満足した、
만수쿠시다. 만수쿠시다. Okay. 호텔.
ホテル、エアコン、
aircon.
エアコン、ノートパソコン、
Notebook pasokan sa notebook. Laptop.
ノートパソコン、
Okay. Refrigerator is. What is refrigerator? What is a refrigerator? What is a refrigerator? Refrigerator.
冷蔵庫、
冷蔵庫. I forgot.
血液、
血液. Okay.
手首、
手首 is wrist.
手、肘、
Ichi is arm. Elbow.
Hiji.
Elbow. Kitsuen. Kitsuen.
喫煙、
Smoking.
シェフ、
Chef.
シェフ、緊張する、
Kinchosuru.
緊張する、
Nervous.
恥ずかしい、
Hazukashi. Hazukashi. Kofunsuru. Kofunsuru.
興奮する、
Excited. Calm.
落ち着いた、
Ochitsuita.
満足した、
Mazukushita.
満
Satisfied.
足した、
Manzukushita. Manzukushita. Refrigerator.
冷蔵庫、
冷蔵庫、冷蔵庫。け、けくさけくさ
血液、
血液、血液. Oh, you know what I do? I try to remember ketchup. I use a common thing for me to remember this. So I remember blood and ketchup and ketsueki. And that's what I'll do.
手首、
Tekubi. Tekubi.
手首、
Tekubi. So what I'll do is I'll remember take. Tekubi.
肘、
Hiji.
肘、
Hiji is elbow. Hiji is elbow. Kitsuen.
喫煙、
Smoking.
緊張する、
Kinchosuru is to kinchosuru.
緊張する、
Nervous. Hazikashi.
恥ずかしい、
Hazikashi, yes. Kofunsuru. 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 The other one is embarrassed. This one is
興奮する、
excited. Embarrassed and excited. Okay. Ochi something. Ochi.
落ち着いた、
Ochitsuita. Ochitsuita. Ochitsuita.
満足した、
Manzokushita is full, satisfied.
満足した、
Not full, satisfied. You're satisfied with the drink. Okay. Reiki.
冷
Reizoko.
蔵庫、
Reizoko. Imagine razor. Reizoko. So ketchup, right? Ketsoku. Ketsu.
血液、
Ketsueki. Ketsueki.
手首、
Tekubi. Tekubi is wrist.
手首、肘、
Iji is elbow.
肘、
Kitsuen. Kitsuen is
喫煙、
smoking.
緊
Smoking.
張する、
Kinchusuru is embarrassed.
緊張する、
Nervous. So this is
興奮する、
excited. Ochu.
落ち着いた、
Ochituita. Reizoko.
冷蔵庫、
Reizoko. Getsutuita.
血液、
Getsueki. Kitsuen.
喫煙、
Smoking. Come on.
緊張する、
Kinchosuru. Excited.
緊張する、
Nervous. Kofunsuru.
興奮す
Kofunsuru
る、
is excited. Kofunsuru. This is the Ochichuita.
落ち着いた、
Okay, Ochichuita. Ketsueki.
血液、
Nice. Kitsuen. Smoking.
喫煙、緊張する、
So Kincho is nervous.
緊張する、
Nice. Kofunsuru is excited.
興奮する、
Excited. Whew, that took longer. This is the first time I did that, so that's longer than I thought. Ending my readwise with my daily readwise. Daily readwise. How else can sound be experienced? To the beating of the drums, to feel the rhythm in the floor. Pulse to the feet, yes, beat the chest. First five, direct reverse. What is the turning point in a movement? Dancing guide, the turning point is the third follower. It's based here. Second follower is, oh, the second follower is the turning. First follower is the spark that makes the fire. The second flower is the turning point. It's, it's nice. Shared by, okay. How do you prepare teams for mixed message research? Why does usability testing alone not reveal the full picture of technology being adopted? Because of something. Because people use technology in odd ways. Hack their mod or tools in ways that the designers never intended. Constructivist view of technology use is the view that technology is something. How do humans as interpret this technology? So a bonus. Simplest of all words to make is the word but. It establishes a source of tension or conflict, which is the heart of starting. But nice, nice. I remember this. I actually bought this book because of this book. And that is the end of today's session. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you tomorrow. Ellie, see you tomorrow.